Season 1 of Alien Earth has come and gone. While some fans found it went with a whimper, others are ecstatic for the potential of Season 2. But is Season 2 happening? Let's talk about it. Hello everyone, welcome to Digital Charcuterie. My name is James. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're new to the channel and a fan of Alien and Alien Earth, hit that subscribe button. I talk about it and discuss it with you all in the comments. And let me know what you thought down below as well of Season 1 of Alien Earth. And are you looking forward to a second season? Let's get into this right now because we've all been speculating, will there be a second season? And we've heard a lot of talk, a lot of chatter that a Season 2 might be happening, though no confirmation, no word, no renewal, nothing. We saw the ratings were very high. The projected ratings, anyway, were very high. And it looked like a Season 2 was going to happen. Before the season came out, we heard that FX was very high on the series. And they told showrunner Noah Hawley to focus on Alien. Don't worry about Fargo. Get Alien going. We want 2 seasons, 3 seasons, maybe 4 or 5 seasons of Alien. Just don't worry about Fargo. Put all your focus on Alien Earth. And now, 8 weeks later, the show has come. It is wrapped up in a neat little bow. I have my review of it on the channel. You can check that out where I discuss what I like and didn't like and all that. And I'll do another video where I talk about the series as a whole and my overall thoughts of it as well. And I'm going to be doing a ranking of all the Alien properties all in one just for fun, just to see where everything goes, just because it's a good time. But getting on with Season 2. A year ago, July 17th, 2024, FX boss John Landgraf spoke with Variety, and he had the following to say. Noah Hawley was back in a big way with Season 5 of Fargo. I know he's busy at work with Alien series, but is there a timetable for another installment of Fargo? And this is what he said. Noah is deep in work on Season 1 of Alien Earth. Again, this was a year ago. Right now, we're in post-production, and we're talking to him and watching cuts every week. We're pretty bullish on Alien Earth, and we've told him that assuming, as we hope, Alien Earth is a returning television series, we want him to focus on at least writing 2 seasons of it before returning to a possible 6th season of Fargo. And that's where that ends. And of course, after the finale, I was kind of hoping the way it ended, especially, I was really kind of hoping that we'd get word of a second season like immediately. Like it brought me back to Mandalorian Season 1. When Season 1 ended, it didn't really end on a cliffhanger. It was kind of satisfactory. However, Jon Favreau immediately following posted a picture of a Gamorrean guard saying, hey, we're deep in Season 2. You're going to get Season 2. Nothing so far. And the way these streaming shows work, and I know it's not actually technically a streaming show, but here in Canada, it definitely is a streaming show. It's only on Disney+. They wait forever for Seasons 2, 3, and 4. And the case didn't seem like it was going to be like that. This seemed like it was going to be a little bit more traditional in the time period between series. But now it's looking like that might not be the case. Let's check out what Screen Rant had to say as they spoke with Noah Hawley about the potential of a Season 2. Screen Rant's question. So now that we are at the finale, by the way, I know you've talked before about having multiple seasons in mind for this kind of show. How are we looking on the future? Are there proper episode outlines in the works or talks with FX? Noah Hawley. Yeah, certainly. We're talking about the future of the show, and FX does their homework. They really make sure that they understand what the viewership numbers are. And on some level, it's where you end more than where you started. That tells you what the appetite for a Season 2 is. So we've got our last episode next week. Side Akbar, this dropped just after the finale aired, so the interview must have happened a week before. And I've been doing my part creatively and really thinking about where I would take the show going forward. Certainly, I don't want the show to be off the air for any longer than it absolutely has to be. So there's some urgency there to get us going as quickly as possible. But ultimately, this is a Disney decision. So I'm excited to see what they do. There's so many great hard rock songs left to play. Nice little play on the end credit songs for all of the episodes. Now, Timothy Olyphant also spoke up about the potential of a Season 2. Screen Rant. Have there been talks about a Season 2 at all or anything? And Timothy Olyphant responded, oh yeah, I know it was on the record. We're well into those conversations. And there's no off switch in Noah Hawley, so he's laying down stuff. Screen Rant. Well, within those conversations, obviously, because this is kind of a prequel, a lot of people are hoping, will this tie into the films? Will this reach a point where things come together? Have there been discussions about that at all? Timothy Olyphant. I don't get in the weeds about that. I only get in the weeds about what's in front of me, which makes complete sense for me. He's an actor portraying a character. The way it works in canon and not in canon really has no consequence to him. He just needs to know his character, his character's motivations, and where the story goes for him directly. It doesn't, so I completely understand his position on that. I also think he's being a little bit coy. I don't know if it's going to tie directly into any films. It would be very nice if it did, but who knows? But right now, the one thing that got me in all of this was Noah Hawley. How a year ago we were being very bullish on it, and now we've got to see what the ratings are like at the end. And the problem with this in print is I don't know how he's saying it, the inflections in his voice and his tone or anything. I don't know how that's going. But when you read it, it seems almost like he's not as optimistic about his second season as they seem to have been a year ago when they were watching the dailies looking at this show. And I think it was a very beautifully shot show. I think it looked great. So it would present itself well in those dailies. But it is a little bit unfortunate that at this point in time, there's no season 2. What's good about this is Noah Hawley is working on it, and he doesn't want there to be a 5-year gap, 6-year gap, 2-year gap, maybe less, hopefully less. But they were in post-production in July. This was July 17th, 2024. The Variety article dropped. That was a year ago they were in post-production, which means they would have to start shooting immediately for this to get to air in like a year and a half or so. So it looks like we're going to be waiting a long time. Even though it won't be a long time, it's going to be pretty long of a wait for a season 2, which is very unfortunate when you have a season that ended the way it did, where it has so much promise, so much hope of what a second season could be, the potential of a second season, and it's looking like everyone's kind of gotten cold feet now on the future of Alien Earth, and I'm not sure why. The ratings have been pretty good. The audience score on Rotten Tomatoes did drop to 69%, which is quite low, so there might be some things I need to figure out and fix in the series, but either way, 69%, if you can get 7 out of 10 people, essentially, to enjoy a television show, that's pretty impressive. Alien Earth did bolster at 9.2 million views in its first 6 days over Hulu and Disney Plus. But again, Noah Hawley is saying it doesn't matter how you start, it matters how you finish. And I completely understand that. That makes so much sense. If something starts strong, that means there's a lot of interest in something, but it's how it ends. Did you keep that interest? Did it pique the interest of the viewers throughout the entire 8 weeks? And that's a big question to have. And I'll tell you, like, from my little perspective, it seemed like I think people really watched this show. I think a lot of people might not have enjoyed this show. I think a lot of people did, but there's people who didn't. So I think, it did pretty well. Now, the question is the budget versus the viewership numbers. Is it going to be worth it? And also, Hulu I think they're saying goodbye to Hulu. We don't have it here, but I think they're saying goodbye to Hulu and everything's going to be on Disney Plus. So the question is this worthy of Disney Plus? Do they want this on Disney Plus? Is it worth their time and effort just to put this, and their money, of course, just to put this on Disney Plus for that streaming? These are questions we're hopefully going to get in the coming days, but right now the status is there is no status, unfortunately, of Alien Earth Season 2. I was really hoping to talk more about, there would be a second season, and I think there will be. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I really appreciate your time today. I'll be back with more Alien content. Hit the like button, subscribe button. Until next time, may you be the master of your own universe.